Got the new 2024 Honda XR150L. This is gonna be my 200-mile review. I only had this bike, I want to say, for about 3.5 weeks, almost close to a month, and I already put 200 miles on it. So I'll tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it. You know, changes and mods that I did to it. I didn't do a lot, but I did a few. Then also, if this is the bike that you should get for your first beginner's bike. Again, this was my very first motorcycle. Never rode one before in my life until I bought this, and I felt like this was the perfect size. Also, the very perfect price. This bike was only $3,100. Came to a little bit, I want to say about $3,500 after tax, shipping and fees and all, registrations and all. I'll let you guys know why I think that this is the best bike for your budget. You guys can see I got 236 miles on the odometer. Like I said, it's my 200-mile review. Let's start this thing up. As you see, it starts right up. I recorded part of this video already. I did the part of the video where you guys can actually hear the exhaust. So I'm gonna get right into it. We'll talk about the pros of this bike, cons of this bike, if I'm happy with this purchase or if I'm not happy with it. So first things first, I'm gonna talk about the cons. The only cons I have on this bike, it's not many. Number one, the tachometer. Now, you know, it got your neutral selection, it got your high beams, it got your signal lights. It has your speed, you know, your miles and all. One thing I wish it did have was a gear select indicator. Like, obviously I know I'm in neutral, that's good to know, but I would like to know if I'm in first. I would like to know if I'm in second, third, fourth. Because I'm in fifth gear and I'm going so fast, then I'm like, oh damn, I gotta shift up, thinking I'm in fourth gear, forgetting that I already put it in fifth. Just wish that this had a gear indicator selection. That's one con. I wish it had an indicator letting you know how much gas is in your tank. Me, I have to keep track of it manually up here, and also I have an app on my phone called Ride Log, and it lets you know when you filled your bike up. You got to log it in, and then it, like, with the more rides that you do, obviously you got to start the app up, and when you go on rides, it tracks your ride through GPS, showing you your speed and all. It actually calculates your gas consumption too, so that's another good way for me to know and for everybody to know how much gas you have left in your tank. Another con I would say is obviously the exhaust. It's a very good exhaust just because it blends in with the bike as a whole, but I wish that it had a more of an aftermarket exhaust, more loud, more of that type of bike sound, you know. Sounds good, but it kind of sounds like a scooter to me when it's idling. Another con I would say is the foot pedals. Now I changed these foot pedals out and I put them on because the ones that come with the bike stock are super small, and I lied to you not, there was plenty of times where I was riding my bike and no, my foot did not slip off. Like everybody on YouTube will tell you, your foot will not slip off, your foot will not fall off. It just felt weird that where it only stayed on the crease of your foot. As to these, it covers the whole bottom of your foot, as you can see, and it fits perfectly. And also, if it is raining outside or you're doing any off-roading and like your feet are wet, muddy or anything, these pedals right here have the spikes on it, obviously, to keep your foot intact. You know, I chose this color because it personally looks good with the bike. Silver, they got black, they got red, blue, gold, purple, whatever you want, but I chose these. I did plan on changing out the passenger foot pegs and putting on the same ones, but I never got to it. What else did I do to this bike? That's about it. I really don't have that many cons about this bike. Let's talk about the pros. The pros, how light the bike is. I can tell you, actually I have one more con. There's no windshield. So no matter how fast you're going, you feel all that wind just slapping you in the chest and slapping you in the bottom of your helmet. I wish it had a windshield on it. It would have made this bike 10 times better, especially if you're riding on a highway or you're doing back roads, going downhill. anything that has to do with going fast, I feel like the windshield would have made it 10 times better. But like I said, the pros, number one, it's a Honda. Number two, it's a dual sport. So if I want to take this off-road, as you can see, the nubs aren't that fat and big on them as they would be on a dirt bike. Enough to get you through any type of terrain. And also it's street legal, so I can ride this on the street. As you can see, I'm not stuck to one thing. If I get a dirt bike, I can't ride it on the street because it's illegal. If I get a street bike, I can't ride it in the dirt, obviously, because it's a street bike. So you got the best of both worlds with this dual sport. What else can I say about this bike? Honestly, the price for it, if you go on Honda, it's $3,100. I'm not sure where you could get your bike in your town, but I'm pretty sure they're going for the same price. After shipping fees and dealer fees and registration, it all came to roughly about $3,400–$3,500. I really don't have anything horribly bad to say about this bike. I do wish that this came with factory handguards just to block the wind, because it is fall over here and it's getting super cold. If we're really gonna say it, motorcycle riding season is pretty much over after this week. This is the last week we got where the temperatures are in the high 70s, mid 80s. Everything is about to go down to raining and in the low 60s, high 50s, literally in 3 days. So I'm outside today. I had to buy these off of Amazon. Obviously I didn't do too good of a job putting them on, but it do. Oh yeah, another thing I did was they came with these very weird side mirrors. So I went ahead on Amazon and I ordered me some. Obviously these side mirrors, as you can see, they're on 2 different ways. I have a reason for that. This is for my blind spots. If I put it downward, I noticed that I could see a lot more than my left side mirror in its regular position. And I did get these gloves off of Amazon too, dirt bike gloves. They're not real motorcycle street gloves, but these will do, especially for, like I said, the cold weather. I'm gonna give you a little run around to the bike right now, do a little twists and turns in this parking lot right now, just so you guys could see how the bike rides. So I'm gonna kick this into first, and I forgot my kickstand is down. That's another thing with this bike. This bike will turn off if your kickstand is down, and it will not turn on. So I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a very good safety feature, because like I said, this is my first motorcycle ever, but it does get annoying because sometimes you try to hurry up and go and you forget that it's down. So I'll show you how with the clutch, when you just let it go a little bit and the bike rides, it's not that far of a release, as you can see, but the bike does go. And I'll keep riding it like that before I give it some gas. Now I'll give it the gas just because the bike has a good sound to it, but like I said, it sounds like a scooter. Keep this in first, actually we'll kick it in second. Like I said, I have no complaints about this bike at all. This bike is very fun. I can't wait to take it on the trail soon. I just wanted to get used to it. I actually wanted to just teach myself how to ride a bike, so that's what I did. Plan on getting something bigger. I actually been looking at the CBR 500. Just gotta wait till the winter when it actually goes on sale. This is it, bro. This is the bike. Try to pick it up for you guys. And also, what I love about this bike, street bikes can't really do good over speed bumps, but on this one, if you want to live a little daring, pick up some speed, go over it. Yeah. And as you can see right now, we're in 4th gear already. This is 4th gear. 5th gear, you kick it in at 30 miles per hour. Somebody's stuff over here. As a 200-mile review, there's really not much bad I can say about this bike other than I love riding this bike. It's a good commuter. I ride it to work. If I need to go to the store for something very quickly, I'll put on my book bag and I'll bring this right to the store. I actually advise anybody that wants to learn how to ride a bike, they're trying to jump right into a big bike and scared about falling, stalling at lights. And to this day, I still stall. Another con that I hate about this bike, putting this bike into neutral could be so annoying sometimes. It has nothing to do with me hitting the pedal super hard and not doing a half shift up to get into neutral. It's literally the bike, bro. This is it. 200-mile review. We'll be doing a video showing you guys how to change the oil. I'll be changing the oil myself. It's super easy. There's no reason to pay for that. The bike is cool, bro. I feel like anybody that wants this bike, just grab it. It's a fun bike, bro. But again, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share the video even. Follow me on TikTok, repost my TikToks, like my TikToks, man. I'm trying to turn into one of the greats when it comes to the motor vlogging game. If I get a big enough audience, get enough traction in, could probably start getting paid, and I don't even have to pay for my next bike. That's it for now. Tune in to the next video whenever I make that. All right.